Hello, welcome to today's devotional. I'm your host, Harry Jackson. I want to remind you that we're getting ready for you. We've got these face masks that the servants of the house are going to wear. We've got some ingenious things that we're going to be doing, and we'll be making announcements about all of that down through the leadership chain, and we're going to look at what we're called to do. But today I want to encourage you. I want to talk from my heart a little personally with you. Galatians chapter 6, verse 9 to 10 reads as follows in the King James Version. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. One of the problems that we face in dealing with long-term protracted issues like the COVID-19 virus is that it's easy to become discouraged and lose hope. It's the same with some of us who've gone through issues of long-term illness. I've got to pray for grace because I remember when I went through my original bout with cancer, radiation treatment, 7.5 hours of surgery, had a stroke paralyzing my right side, all that stuff. That I came through it all, and then guess what? My memory was starting to fade. And someone came before we got in the new sanctuary who had been coming to the church for nearly 15 years at that time. And I knew who they were. But I asked this woman, do I know your name or what's your name? I said, I'm having trouble. I recognize your face. I know I'm supposed to know you, but I can't really remember the details. What she didn't know or have an appreciation for is that all the chemo that I had at a hip pack, and then I'd go in every 7 to 10 days and get 3 or 4 hours of download of chemo. I'd come out with just this taste of broken ice or glass in my mouth. Taste buds were messed up. All kinds of things were happening. And I lost a great deal of my memory. Even right now, there's several years that I can't remember anything. You mentioned something, and I have vague recollections, but not specifics. So I did all that at radiation treatments, had this stroke, as we said. So the bottom line is, it was worrying to me. Some of the people that are working with me now see I move slow some days I'm faster than others. But I had a period of time where you could call me up the night before an event and say, are we going to do X and Y? And I'd say yes. And the next day I'd forget. I had a couple of situations where I was supposed to be on radio programs or on cable news, and I did thousands of those kinds of events and I was in the aftermath of my illness. Guess what? I forgot the very next day. So I had people begin to do things like call me every day now. I still get a list of what I'm supposed to do this week, then a list of what I'm supposed to do today, this morning, and then I try to follow up, and I'm doing much better, but I needed memory aids. Why am I telling you this story? Well, I got weary, and it was depressing. Instead of thinking, son, you need to be thankful you're still alive, and your body and everything else is pretty much functioning the way it should function, you can't afford to be discouraged at this time. So many of us, we've gotten bad news about what's going on with our county. We've gotten all kinds of issues, and we could be saying, I hate the changes in my job, in my family, in my community, but I want to encourage you to ask God for a sense of favor, a sense of encouragement, a sense of thankfulness, and it can always be worse. So, my word in prayer, Lord, help my friends, our spiritual family, grow not weary, to not be worried and weak and depressed about what's going on, when things are going to happen. Let us rest in the fact that you've got this and you've got us, and we're going to get out of this thing right on time with the blessings of God. I'll see you again next time. God bless you.